senior officers from the ministry and industry captains who are here today, also our friends from the media. A very good afternoon and a very warm welcome to all of you. And thank you everyone for joining us on this very, very special occasion while we see a new scheme for the medical devices industry being launched today at the hands of our Union Minister Shri Nadda ji. It's a very special occasion, and as Secretary Pharma also mentioned that there have been a series of interactions with the medical device industry in the past while we were in the process of formulating the scheme, so I can understand that you've also been eagerly waiting for this day, and here we are to launch the scheme which is going to provide further boost to this entire sector. Medical devices have become a very important pillar of the healthcare delivery, and we find them today in everyday life, because from simple devices to very high-tech devices, now everybody is aware of it and the need and the significance of these devices, and hence the demand is also constantly rising, and the government is also providing all the necessary policy and schematic support to promote this industry. As you've also seen in the presentation, this is an industry which is growing very rapidly, very fast, because of not just the rising demand, but also because of the support that the government is providing. And we've seen that the size of the industry is quite big. It's as huge as $14 billion today, and it is expected to grow to about $30 billion by 2030. I was happy to learn that we are the fourth largest in Asia region and among the top 20 in the world. So there is a big scope for the industry. It has a very promising future, and we want to promote this industry further. We also saw in the presentation that earlier we used to be heavily dependent on the import, especially when it comes to the key components or the raw materials. But now slowly our exports are rising. So this is like a silver lining, because there are categories, as was mentioned, in consumables and disposables, where we see that there's a rise in exports, and there are other segments where we are gradually catching up. So these are very positive signs for our medical devices industry. We did not really have a clear policy earlier, but last year it was approved by the cabinet, and there has been a clear focus on not just enhancing the ease of doing business, but also boosting our domestic manufacturing. And now we have this third scheme, the new scheme, which has 5 components, and it is a very comprehensive scheme because it is touching every important area, every important aspect of this industry. Every sub-scheme was explained in detail. It takes care of not just the requirement of infrastructure or development of common facilities, also the factor that we need to reduce our dependence on the imports of the key components or the accessories or the raw materials that we require. At the same time, one of the sub-components also taking care of developing the right kind of skills and the technical expertise, so that we have our own people, our own workforce, who's capable of designing and developing the medical devices. We are also taking care of the long pending demand, which was regarding the support for clinical studies. So here we have another sub-component which will take care of the support, the financial support which is required not just for the animal studies but also later for the human studies. And this will make sure that the safety and efficacy of the medical devices that are manufactured in India is also internationally recognized, and the barriers that you may have been facing in registering your product abroad, those will be well tackled with. And finally, of course, it is important to promote our industry globally, and which is why we have the last component, which is about the industry promotion in terms of conducting any market studies or surveys or holding some conferences, expos. All these efforts collectively will make sure that the industry grows rapidly, and of course this scheme is aimed at paving a new future, a very promising and a bright future for the industry. We are very happy that the industry captains who are here today and many of you who are in this sector are already making several advancements, and you're coming up with very innovative solutions. You're providing us medical devices at a much lesser cost as compared to your international competitors. This scheme will further help you to overcome the barriers or the impediments that you face in so far as the design and development of the medical devices is concerned. So today I take this forum to appeal to the industry to make best use of this new scheme and the various components of this scheme. We want you to derive maximum benefit out of it. And as I was also very happy to learn that we have already receiving applications of people who want to make use of especially the first component, which is regarding the development of the common facilities. But I am sure all the subcomponents would be utilized, and as the implementation of the scheme begins, our experiences and learnings will also help us to make any kind of improvements or amendments which may be required so that the scheme provides maximum benefit to you.